सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ततस्तुतो लक्षणया सुलक्षौ तयोरखण्डैकरसत्त्वसिद्धये नानं जहत्या न तथा जहत्या किन्तु भयात्यात्मिक एव भाव्यम्. Understanding things properly matters. Because it is the understanding which makes a person comfortable or uncomfortable. Everybody experiences the world. But as you see, almost 100% people are affected by their experiences. They are getting affected because of their superimposition. They have got certain understanding with respect to the things and people around. So unless you correct your understanding, you are not going to be happy throughout. So in the previous verse, it was pointed out, you see, you have to settle, you have to solve the problem with respect to the external world, the sound, the forms, the taste, and a variety of things that you experience. You have to solve. Solve means cognitive approach. You have to understand things properly. Your understanding should go along with the reality of the creation. The more you are in conformity with the law of the Lord, law of the nature, the more comfortable you are. If you go against the reality, reality is never going to change, but you are going to suffer. So, proper logic should be applied. That's the reason why in the beginning, when a person tries to see the things as per the vision of the scripture, he gets affected, too much affected, because he may have varieties of expectations from the world. This is how it happens, no? You have varieties of expectations from the world, from the people. You've got varieties of expectations. So your expectations are expected. It's fine. Because mind means there will be expectations. You can't do anything without expectations. Just for example, I'm sitting here talking to you with the expectation that there will be people who will understand. And naturally, you people are hearing this because you have got the expectation that you will listen something and you will understand. Naturally, each and every action of a human being is based on expectations. Not a single act is possible without expectation. You get up with the expectation that you'll be able to get up and do things. You are going to the market to bring something with the expectation that the things will be available there and you'll come back. You are going to sleep. You are going to sleep with the expectation that you'll be able to sleep. You are studying a book with the expectation that you'll be able to understand things. So Entire life is full of expectation. You are taking medicine with the expectation that the disease will be cured. You're calling somebody with expectation that the person is going to hear. So this is the reality of the transactions. Entire life is like this. But that one more aspect, the reality, real aspect is also this. You have got your own experience about these things. See, we have varieties of expectation. We did have expectations, but many things didn't happen. That also, many things didn't happen. This is everyday affair. It is not once in a blue moon. It happens like this. Everyday affair. I expected that he will be coming up today, but I found that he didn't come. See, this is how it happens. The person told you to come and he has forgotten. What can you do? It's not in your hand. His forgetting is not in your hand. And your work which you are supposed to do, that will be delayed. That will be postponed. So what can you do? You have you wanted to visit a doctor to show that you have got some ailment, and you find that the doctor is absent. So this is the reality of the world, the transactions, and the entire life is like this. No, not a single person in this world can say that whatever I say will happen. And this this is known to everybody, but everybody suffers knowing this. See, you know that all of your expectations are not going to be fulfilled, but even then, you, the expectations are so high that people take the extreme step also. You know very well what I want to say. When the expectations are very high, very high means what? Against the reality. The misunderstanding is something great is going to happen because of this and that. If I do this and that, something great is going to happen. This is the basic misunderstanding, I tell you. Each and every body in this world is driven by this wrong thinking. Something great is going to happen if I do this. If I purchase a bicycle, it will be great. If I purchase a car, it will be great. Somebody else is thinking, if I purchase an aeroplane, it will be great. You think of something great all the time, not today. When the human being wandered in the forest, that time also, this fellow thought, if I would get a tree full of sweet fruits, then it will be great. Because the basic need was food alone. So in search of food, so you think that you will be great by doing this and that, by knowing this and that. And you never think that such people who thought like this, they are no more here. All of them, I tell you, all of them. The kings, they are gone. The learned people, they are gone. All of them, they did something. So this basic problem of the human being is, I am doing this. I am doing something great, or I am going to do something great. I'm going to get something, and by getting that, I'll be great, etc. I'll be recognized in the society. Varieties of problems, I tell you. People should recognize me that I'm a great man. People should recognize me. I don't know if I'm great or not, but people should tell me that I'm great. That is the problem of the human being. So, so this is what you have to solve. The external world, it is there in front of you, and while transacting, definitely you're going to get something because of your effort and Lord's wish. Plus, you're going to have some knowledge, definitely. Everybody is having some knowledge. And it is not so important. It is useful for my living, that's okay. But it's not so important that without this I would be happy. That's very important. That's the important thing, I tell you. This world is not so important that if I'm not here, I will be unhappy. Because I know very clearly the world is not going to allow me to stay here forever. Not, not to anybody else also. The reality of the creation has got to be understood. So I am needed here. That's the reason I am here. I am required. Required by whom? Whatever you understand, that is the Lord. Whatever you understand, that is the Lord. Not Mr. and Mrs. Lord. The Lord wants me to be here today. Very simple. Similarly, the Lord wants each and everybody to be wherever he or she is today. And sure, a day will come, it will not be there because it's not needed. The system doesn't need you. The system doesn't need anybody for that matter, See. Any learned man, any moneyed man, whose money it is. In fact, everything belongs to the earth. You don't understand. That's the reason you say it's my thing, etc. My property, my family, etc. This owning is the problem. Owning. I own all this. I have got all these things, including the knowledge. This is my knowledge, etc. Everything is there around you. See, everything is there. So the experiences that you have, that have those experiences have got to be understood in their right perspective, right understanding should be there. Yes, experiences are there, but no experience is so great that I will feel great because of that. Not a single experience. How do you arrive at this conclusion? Because our ancestors, they have experienced the same world. They were here. My ancestors were here. My forefathers were here. They all lived, and because of this system, they went away. Went away means what? They came from the earth and they went into the earth alone. This is what the nature of the body. So these people, very few people are aware, even though they know this, but they cannot digest it. So how do you digest? You have to digest. If you don't digest, then you'll suffer. That's it. Nobody can help you. See, just like there should, if today evening were not to come, then it will be better. It will be better if the today evening wouldn't come. It may be a figment of imagination. Well, but that is not going to happen. So, reality, when you accept, you are available for a better thing. And if you don't accept, you'll keep suffering. You'll keep suffering your entire life. So when your aim is to understand things clearly, then you are not going to do wrong things. Wrong things are meant for enjoyment of this world. With the understanding that I will be around all the time, or the things will be around all the time. So, thoroughly, in the previous verse, which has been said, thoroughly you understand the external world. Because external world enters into you the once you wake up in the morning till you go to bed, the external world. Because you have to transact means what? You have to live. You have to live. We live like this today. Our ancestors live some other way. In future, how they will live, we don't know. But living is the same. Life is the same. Eh, Hunger and thirst, they are the same. It's not any way different. The type of food may be different, but hunger and thirst, they are not going to be different. So now, once you have come to a stage where you are not getting so much affected, you are not getting so much affected. Why? Because you have understood to some extent. Now, then, this scripture says here in this verse, you have to understand what the scripture say, what the scripture says. You have to understand, analyze it, analysis of this statement of the scripture. The scripture is telling that, see, you are the Lord. You are the Lord when the scripture is telling. What the scripture means? What does this scripture mean? It is telling that I am the Lord. That means, in fact, the seeker starts with the understanding that I accept this, that I am the Lord, I accept this, but I have to understand what it is. So, with respect to the Lord, that I have to analyze what should be the meaning of the Lord, what should be the nature of the Lord. And it is evident that this body is limited, the capacity of the mind is limited, the capacity of the sense organs are limited, everything is limited. So this being limited, this body being limited, everything being limited, the scripture is telling that I am the Lord. Then that's the reason why here it is said, it is not through your sense organs you can understand this. The eyes can never see the truth of the universe. Your ear cannot hear the truth of the universe. It can hear and analyze. The mind will analyze. Ear will hear the sound alone. And what I am speaking, you are hearing. But understanding it entirely depends upon your capacity. I will speak the subject matter. I talk about the subject matter. But it is your capacity that will make you available for this knowledge. So you have to be ready for this. So the other sense organs, whatever they are there, yes, skin, etc., they are experiencing the external world, sense of touch, taste, etc. But mind is there. Is mind or the analytical capacity? You have to analyze what the scripture wants to say. Look at the moon that is sitting on the branch. I'm just telling you, in the moonlit night, the people, it's not so visible. So somebody is telling, look at the moon that is sitting on the sitting above the branch. The moon cannot sit above the branch. You know very clearly, moon is far away, but you see the branch and you find the moon similarly. Here you have to understand what the scripture actually wants to say. I think this is what the scripture says, and I understand this. You understand that. And anybody who will understand, he will understand that way alone. Just like when I said 2 plus 3 is equal to, if I say 2 plus 3 equals, I don't have to say anything. You will say yes. Without saying also, you know what it is. So that 2 plus 3 I told, but you understood, fine. I have not told 5. I have not told. So I have only told 2 plus 3. Then the answer comes in your head, it is 5. Similarly, when the body is there, this person is a highly mature person, this body he sees, physical body, sense organs, mind is functioning. Who is seeing all these things? The mind. The person is analyzing all these things. And all these things are subject to variety of changes. The body, sense organs, they are also, including the mind, is subject to variety of changes, and that is natural. Natural means it is within the domain of the nature. Things are going to change in that manner, and every change, I don't have any objection. See, this is what the resolution. This is what the strong understanding of the person. I will not have any objection towards whatever change the body will undergo. I will not have any objection towards whatever change the sense organs will undergo, because this is not within my control. The body is not in my control. The sense organs are not in my control. And I have seen this. This body was a very small little child once upon a time. It has become like this. And I know what is going to be, how going to happen in the future. I know it very clearly. So, the way the body has undergone varieties of changes, I don't have any objection towards that. and future also. Whatever changes it will undergo, everything will be perfect, including the difficult situation. That is important. That is where people become very helpless. See, if for the reality, if you feel helpless, the reality is not going to change, but your helplessness will increase. So, what should you do then? You know that evening is going to come, but you should, and you don't like that evening. Just like Corona, everybody tried to protect whatever they could do themselves. They tried to protect themselves. Somebody could, and somebody couldn't also. This is the reality of the nature. So when you know this reality, the understanding should be, this is why understanding should be, I don't lose anything. Why? Because this body was not there with me. Yes, I have used this body for some time. I have used these sense organs for some time. I have used this mind for some time. But it was not there once upon a time. And it will not remain definitely. So I don't possess the body. I take care of the body. I can't say it's my body. Dog, cats, they don't say it is their body. Similarly, I have got the this thinking capacity, and given that thinking capacity, I should be able to understand that this is not my body and nobody's body also. I know very clearly. Somebody may be proud that he is having a hefty body. It's okay. He is having a hefty body. I don't think the elephant can claim that the body belongs to the elephant. It is using the body because of the nature. Elephant is using the body. Similarly, the bacteria and virus, everything, every living organism for that matter. So this body I'm taking care doesn't mean it belongs to me. I'm a caretaker of the body. Now, why I'm a caretaker? In the system of things, the Lord has made me like this, and I'm very happy with that. And this is where the practice. What do you practice? The way the body unfolds each and every day. It's not just one thing, no. So many things are there. 206 pieces of bones and skin, eye, ear, the varieties of arteries and all. The varieties of things are there. And based on the condition of the body, I can use the body. That also I know. I can use the body depending upon its condition. It is for entire life, I tell you. It's not just one day. So I use the body the way it is presently, the way it is, always presently. Tomorrow also it will be present only if I will be there. So as long as this body is there, I will use according to its condition. And if I cannot use any part of the body, for let me say, if I cannot use any part of the body, I won't object to it. Who can do this? A person who does not see any great thing to happen if the body is there. The body is capable. If I'm capable, I would do this and that. Why don't you do this? Why do you want to do this and that? I would lift so much of weight. If I were having this strength, then I would lift so much of it. Why do you need to lift so many things? I would climb the mountain. I would climb Mount Everest. Why do you need to climb? What will happen if you climb Mount Everest? Who is going to be? What benefit anybody gets? Society gets or anybody gets if you climb a mountain? So any job for that matter, you just understand this. Anything anybody does in this world, nothing big. So many people have done this and they have passed away. So this understanding keeps a person cool. Today this body is capable and I'm doing this. And I don't object to remaining quiet if this body is not capable. That readiness should be there. If you think that something great you are doing, then you will be in problem. Without doing, you will suffer. So I am privileged to do today. I am privileged to work today. I am privileged to eat whatever you do. I am privileged to do today. Anything, whatever I do. So that makes a person ready for this understanding. So it can be easily appreciated in this verse. It is said a person, if he wants to know, he can easily appreciate this. Sulakshu, the word is written here. Sulakshu, very easily one can understand this. So why? What should he understand then? Except consciousness, there is nothing. This is the understanding. See, the universe is nothing but one consciousness, and the person has matured up to this. He has become matured to appreciate this. The gross things, subtle things, and subtlest you can say the consciousness, because we are talking about the source of the universe, and the relationship with the source of the universe with the universe, if it is thoroughly known, then the person becomes totally free from sorrow. This is what the statement of this scripture. If you want to be free from sorrow totally, then you have to understand the source and the relationship of the universe with the source. How it is going to eliminate my sorrow? That is because the source of the universe alone is the universe. You don't have any other separate existence. You thought you exist separately. That's the reason why you suffer. The wave thought that it's different from the ocean. That's the reason it was crying, I'll go away after some time. The wave discovers that I am the water. I am never I didn't come earlier. I am not going to go away after some time. I am there all the time. This understanding makes the person comfortable as long as he is alive. And he is not going to suffer for anybody else also. One wave is telling, I'll go after some time. Just a few seconds after this, I'll go away. This wave is telling. This person who understands this, he understands that this person is not going to go away. I know very clearly. It is the same water that is going to stay. Yeah, the wave will go away definitely, but it is immaterial because water is the truth. Consciousness is the truth. There is no question of any damage to the consciousness. Let there be so many waves. You just understand this. Let there be so many waves. What is the benefit to water? Let all the waves go away. What is the loss to water? Similarly, the entire universe. Anything happens, there is no profit. Anything, anything happens, there is no loss. No profit, no loss. That is the reality of the universe. That's why we say at the end of the each session, at the end we say Purnavada Purnavidam. Means what? Before the wave came into being, it was full of water. After being wave, it is water. And when it dissolves also, it becomes water. Water is water. Similarly, is consciousness. So it is the analysis that will lead to this understanding. Because sense organs, we have to understand, sense organs, they are limited in their activities. The body is limited in its activity. The hand cannot do the job of the feet cannot do the job of the hands. Each and every object is meant for something. But here the mind can, any human mind, mature, of course, he has got to be mature. So human mind can experience this reality with sort of inference, just like I told you. So you go there and see somebody like, he looks like somebody and he is his son, suppose. So you have not seen the person, but you can see, oh yeah, this must be his son. Similarly, this type of this analysis that takes place, that sort of analysis will lead to this reality. So you cannot dismiss the Lord, neither you can dismiss the individual. There is no dismissal. You don't dismiss the ocean, you don't dismiss the wave. What you understand is it is all water alone, but each and every wave is within the ocean. Nothing wrong with that. The body, mind, and sense organs, everything is under the control of the universal laws. Universal laws, the Lord. So any amount of knowledge is not going to appease your hunger. You have to eat food. That is law. I don't. Scripture says I don't have any hunger. The consciousness or I doesn't have any hunger, thirst, etc. Doesn't mean the body doesn't have hunger or thirst. Body needs food. Body needs water. Do you need food and water? No. Find it out. You understand that the body needs food. Hunger means what? I am hungry, you say. What do you mean by that? I am hungry means the body needs food and I have to give it. I'm thirsty means the body needs water and I am going to give water to it. I understand. I am given food and water. In fact, we are serving the body from the childhood. I am eating means what? I am taking care of this body. It's not my body. The Lord's body I am taking care. And I can say, oh Lord, I gave you this pakoda, etc. some tasty dish, whatever you say, doesn't matter. If as long as it's not not against the culture, it's fine. So consciousness alone exists definitely, but the body is within the control of the universal laws. The universal laws, they are the Lord. The Lord, the universal laws means creation, sustenance, destruction, varieties of changes. Today we see varieties of changes. Nothing is big, we should understand. But every change is, we have to act according to all the changes. The system of job, system of traveling, system of any system for that matter, this Android mobile or laptop, whatever you call. So every change that takes place, that is within the scheme of things, and that's beautiful. Today, I find it beautiful. Earlier, it was not there, that was also beautiful. And in future, also something will come that will become beautiful. I am not attracted towards anything so that I would like to stay here forever. No. Everything is nice, but I don't hanker to be here all the time. It is fine, I am here today, but if I'm not there, I would be unhappy. That is what you are ready for this truth. So, you accept the body, mind, sense complex. So also you accept the variety of changes that take place in the external world, because that is also within scheme of things. The rain, the heat, the summer, rain, summer, winter, all these things, they take place. Everything within the scheme of things, within the law. But everything external or this body, both are just like the ocean and waves. It is all water. Similarly, the entire universe is nothing but consciousness, but looks like something governing and something being governed. Governor is the governed. In fact, governor is the governed. Ocean itself is the water. So their understanding is over there. So when you don't have any objection towards the limitations of the body, in fact, it's not the limit, it's the beauty of the body, in fact. No limitation whatsoever. Nothing is limited to it. The body is like this, the ears, the various parts of the body is like this. Similarly, every object of the external world also is like this. Nothing is limited. Everything is perfect in its nature. If you understand everything is perfect, means it is your maturity. Everything is perfect, including thieves, dacoits, and all. So then only you will be available for this understanding, for this knowledge. Then what happens? The truth gets revealed. Consciousness alone that gets revealed. And once you have got the knowledge, the universe, your activities will continue. The body will continue. The external world, the experience is not going to stop, but the understanding will stay all the time that nothing is true except consciousness. That understanding will keep you cool throughout. And as per your experiences in the past, you will act rest of the life without getting affected, because you find that there is nothing which is separate from the truth. That's the beauty of this knowledge. There is nothing which is separate from the truth. So how can you have a very strong desire for anything? Impossible. No strong desire for anything. Desires will be there because there is the nature of the mind, but there is no strong desire. Without this, something great will happen. No, that sort of thing is not going to happen. That is what a person takes himself up to this level. You are there for the job. Nobody is going to help you here. Nobody can help also. You are the person who should make yourself available for this understanding. And if you understand it's better, the earlier you understand, the better the job, because uncertainty is the nature of the creation. So the more you are helping yourself, the better you will become. The rest of the time we'll meditate, sit straight, close your eyes. I'm taking the names of various parts of the body. Look at those parts. Left foot, the toes, left knee, left thigh, right foot, the toes, right knee, right thigh, stomach, chest, back, left palm, fingers, left elbow, left arm, left shoulder, right palm, fingers, right elbow, right arm, right shoulder, neck, back side of the head, left ear, left cheek, right ear, mouth, nose, left eye, right eye, forehead, top of the head, the hair, the entire body. This body is perfect the way it is. It has gone through varieties of changes from childhood. Each and every change was supposed to happen. It could not have been otherwise. The parents were there to bring this body into this world. This is how the parents are supposed to be. It could not be otherwise. The place where I was born, the time I was born, it could not have been otherwise. Perfect. As of as me, so also everybody else. So whoever is in whatever condition, he is supposed to be there like that. With respect to knowledge also, whatever knowledge I'm supposed to have, I have that. Whatever knowledge anybody else is supposed to have, he has that. Male, female, whatever is gender, everything is perfect. Every incident, external world, whatever I have experienced in my life, everything was supposed to happen. Similarly, in the future also, as long as I'm there to witness, things will happen as per the unfoldment of the Lord's scheme. So everything will be perfect in the future also. I will not have any objection to whatever will happen in the future. See how air is entering to the body, the Lord air. It has been said in the scripture, the air is called the Lord because it is keeping each and every body in this world alive. Unknowingly, nobody notices it, but everybody is alive because of this Lord air. Just see, don't control it. See the role it plays in keeping the body alive. Mental worship. Imagine any form of the Lord because the Lord is all pervasive. The Lord is bound to be there in that form. The purpose is to make a person ready to see the truth. That is the reason why a form is imagined. So imagine a form, put a flower at the feet of the Lord, prostrate and pray, "Oh Lord, give me the capacity to change whatever I can change. Give me the capacity to accept whatever I cannot change. May I know in each and every situation what I can change and what I cannot change." Celebrations to the Lord again and again. Om Namah Shivaya, I am chanting, you just listen to it. By hearing itself, your chanting is taking place. You don't have to chant yourself. Repeating the salutations that makes the person humble and ready for this knowledge. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Just like each and every wave is nothing but water, similarly, the entire universe is nothing but consciousness. Consciousness, that because of which the mind is functioning. See a rose, red rose, where you are seeing that is consciousness. Consciousness alone looks like the rose. It looked like the rose you saw. Same consciousness is the truth about the entire universe. Looking like varieties of things, sound, form, etc. Just like in the dream you see so many things, but it is on one consciousness alone. Similarly, the entire universe is nothing but one consciousness, free from any change, birth, death, etc. I am that consciousness. Everything is that consciousness. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayanta Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithivi Sasyashalini Deshoyam Kshovarhitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaः Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. येषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ